Hey, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. So today we're going to be doing another pick a card reading. And today we're going to be focusing on taking a look into your future. So whether you're curious about your love life, financial growth, career path, health, and home life, we're going to take a look at each of these topics and see what energies are coming through and aim to provide you with guidance and clarity and insight into what you can expect in the near future. So as usual, we have our 3 piles of cards. Today we're using the beautiful deck, the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Each pile of cards has their own unique energy and message. So let's take a look at them. Group 1, we have All is Connected. Group 2, we have the Rose Garden. And group number 3, we have No Rain Today. As usual, take a moment to connect with your intuition and choose the pile that resonates with you the most and which one that you're drawn to. Trust that the cards you pick hold the answers that you seek as always, and you'll find the link to your reading in the description box below. Wishing you love and light on your journey. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your reading, looking at future energies. Let's start off with the first card that you were initially drawn to and that drew you to this specific reading, which is All is Connected. And this is in the placement of the overall energies that are going to be coming up for you in the near future. And this card to me, it's called All is Connected. And what I can see is that things that you've been working on and things that have maybe seemed and felt like it wasn't coming together for you, begin to come together and begin to make sense. It's like these intertwined threads. It's like a plan coming together or a situation coming together, and all those efforts that you've been putting in with kind of almost like an unknown, having to do it in the unknown and not really knowing where it was going, not really knowing where it was heading, if it would be worth your effort, worth your time. All these sort of doubts have been flying around and coming up because you've essentially been sort of working in the dark without any feedback, without any, just having to go on your intuition, having to go on trust, following the threads, that we feel threads that we think, right, this is the right way to go, and then we kind of head off in a direction. And in the near future, so this is really positive, and it's really, I feel like you'll feel so much relief and confirmation. So it's whatever's, this could be numerous things come together, because we are going to cover each topic that we mentioned, such as love, money, etc. But this could be in connection as well for some of you of what's been at the forefront of your mind, where this energy resonates with you, where things maybe haven't made sense. So it could be a relationship, as in uncertain about where it was going. It begins to become clear and begins to take shape, take structure, or if it's a career or a project. So you take that what's specific to you, but it begins to come together. It begins to make sense. This will uplift your mood. This will uplift the momentum as well, because it's like a train getting on a track. You have a much clearer sense of direction. So that's a really positive card to kick off with. The second card that we have is Queen Bee, really beautiful card, and this is in the placement of your love life. So very positive, Queen Bee, this is your energy group number 1. And this is you. This is a card of victory. This is a card of success. The Queen Bee is like literally, self-explanatory in the sense of that you are the Queen Bee in this situation. So if you felt, it's like moving to, again, a more confident, positive position. We see this sort of pile of dresses almost, which is giving her this status and this height that we can see in this card. And she holds in her hands 2 bees, and there's bees on her dresses, and we know that the queen bee is worshipped by her, I'm not sure what you call a collection of bees, her hive, of course, her hive. So this is a positive card for you. It's kind of giving you the thumbs up if you're in a new relationship, or if you're in an existing relationship. I see you moving into a position of power in some sorts. Like I keep hearing, like being on top in a way, like maybe getting a lot of positive feedback, and being seen in a very positive light. I'm just going to pull one more card for a bit more clarity as well, or a bit more information. Spirit, please give me one more card to elaborate on this, my dear friend. So this could be someone, I feel like with love connection, it's someone then that you already know. There is a history here. So it could be a reconnection in an existing, like if you have a partner, it could be that it's like a positive shift from this. We see this like colder, more snowy surroundings here, and maybe after a difficult time moving into something more positive. Or it could be a reconnection for some of you where you've had maybe been in no contact and had some distance between you, some history, but there's still kind of unfinished business there, feelings of nostalgia I'm picking up from. So this is, like I say, just with it being my dear friend, it feels like a long-standing connection. This isn't new energy. So tell you what resonates with this, it's either an old connection coming back in, or it's a reconnection if you're already in that relationship, on sort of ultimately you will be moving into a more positive and a much more empowered position. There's going to be a shift of energy here if you're not already feeling like that. Now the next card we have, this is in the placement for career and money, and this is Oh Sunny Day. And what I'm seeing is that there is an element in this card. What first came to me and my intuition and what came through was that it's you're in a waiting period, so waiting for this money increase. You are in a good position, so I see that we see this woman who is dressed well. She's a lady, so to speak, as in she's sort of dressed in quite regal clothes here, and she's perched sort of upon this magical mushroom here. She's shaded from the sun, so it's like the words like she's sitting pretty come to mind. So I feel like this is the financial and career is in the near future, is that you're going to be you are in a good position. If you don't feel that already, you are going to be moving into that good position, and it'll give you a bit more peace inside if you've been worried about that, a bit more reassurance, and being able to kind of stop and smell the roses and not stress a lot about money and career. So sitting pretty is what I keep hearing. But there's also you are looking ahead. You are already, even though you are sitting pretty, there's this energy of already looking and planning ahead for your next move, and to increase wealth, to progress maybe on the career, like looking from a good position from where you'll be able to then assess, because you'll shift out of any kind of stressful energies, and you'll have a chance to take a breath. And from there, you'll be able to then strategically plan your next move, and from a good position, not from a position of lack as well, not from a position of anxiety and worry. So that can also be in manifestation as well, if you can try and embody this kind of energy of being in a good position, being happy where you are, breathing into the contentment of where you are and let that settle. And then this can, if we're not in a place of lack, we're in a much better position to bring more wealth, more abundance, more career growth from there. Again, this is a very positive reading overall so far. There's no sort of challenging messages which is coming through. I see you being in a very good position. The next card we have health. So this is the energies surrounding your health, and this is the butterfly garden. And the butterfly card is, so butterflies always represent transformation. So this could be on your mind about if it could be that you are already in a transformation of sorts, like a physical transformation, if you've had health challenges, or even, I'm getting for some of you, it could be self-image issues, and that this has been something on your mind that you've wanted to work on, or you have been working on for some time, and you are still in that transformation process. We see this woman here who is in some ways like looking longingly at this butterfly and wanting to be really your beautiful self, which of course you always are, but it's okay to push yourself and challenge yourself to improve, if that would be, say, in getting fitter, healthier, eating the right foods, going to the gym, or just, dressing for success, or whatever it means to you, whatever health means to you, or if you had to have health issues, it could just be about looking after yourself and self-care and resting when it's important. And so this is, I see it's the continuation of this transformation. It's almost like this butterfly it's actually a part of you, so it's almost like you are already this beautiful butterfly, and I think Spirit wants to bring that message. But you are also in the midst or in the middle of a transformation. I'm just going to see what energies to kind of need to be that are surrounding this transformation, or what you can do to transform, even to... Oh God, cards all fall out here, but this is the one that I wanted. Sleeping Beauty's Dream. So continue to hold the vision, continue to hold your dream self in a way, if it's getting back to health, if full health, if it's, like I said, a self-image, an ideal self-image of you. It's about moving away from beating ourselves up or self-hatred as well. It's about it all includes about being kind to ourselves, but this is about the mental health aspect of it as well. So of course, this being in the health position, mental health comes into this. So it could be a transformation of mental health as well. And it feels about being kind to yourself, looking after yourself, holding the vision strong, not beating yourself up if you have a bad day, or if you fall back on promises that you've made to yourself. It's about being gentle, it's about being kind to yourself, and that's how you'll make the most progress. And this transformation will happen. It is a positive message that it is happening, it is underway, is what I'm hearing. It's almost like you're in the middle of the journey, I feel like. And then the final card, it's an interesting placement of your home life. And this talks about secrets, and we see a girl here who has this keychain with keys, numerous keys on it. And it's about trying to find the right key to unlock we see this moon here, which is about secret, like the moon in the traditional tarot deck. The moon talks about, it's basically about having to rely on your intuition, having to go within to, you won't find the answers externally, is what I'm hearing, of what you, it's like you're trying to solve a mystery, I feel like, in your home life. So if this could be relationship dynamics with people that you live with, it could be, there's something about, obviously this is home life, about where you reside, that you're trying, I'm seeing that you're trying to figure something out. Some of you, it could be literally about where you're going to live maybe, and about that next move, and not knowing where and how that's going to happen. But for some of you, it could be those that you live with and the dynamics of family. And there's some kind of mystery. Someone even may be keeping secrets within the household, and this is challenging for you, and you know that there's something amiss. And this card is basically advising you and telling you that it's your intuition that will guide you to the right key, the right steps to unlock this and get the full picture. But try not to force this issue, or force it, will only move it further away from you, if that makes sense. It's about treading carefully. It's about allowing this to unfold. You will find the key to unlock this mystery or this secret. You will get the answer that you seek, is what I'm seeing. But the way through this is not to, if other people are involved in this, for example, if it's family, it's not about having really confrontational conversations. That's what I'm saying. Not trying to push someone into opening up to you, for example. It's about allowing the situation to unfold, making the right choices at the right times, which is your intuition that will guide you. And your intuition is going to, you can basically just keep moving forward, even if you don't have all the information. Don't be paralyzed about, getting stuck on the point of that. I need to know, I have to know what's going on, what's happening. I have to know the answers now. Be patient, be calm, tread gently, intuitively move through this space, and this will guide you to the key that will unlock this mystery or these secrets, and will take you to the truth and give you your answer. I feel like there's an answer to a problem that you're seeking, a solution, and this is the key, unlocking the moon there. So I hope this resonated with you, group number 1. That was your reading for future energies. If it did, please do give me a like, subscribe to the channel for all future readings, and leave any comments in the section down below as well. It's always great to get feedback about your situation and about how this reading resonated for you. But wishing you all the best with your future. Love and light. Hey group number 2, and welcome to your reading for looking at your future. So let's start off with the first card that initially drew you to this reading, which is the Rose Garden, and this is in the placement of overall energies coming up for you in the near future. And this looks to me like there's this woman here who is very self-possessed, and I feel like that is your energy. In some ways it could be as well that you, to me, this woman looks like in a self-preservation mode, which is like the need to protect yourself. So that's in a situation, like it's not a negative situation necessarily, but you are having to be strong, you are having to hold your own. And very importantly, I see that you're having to protect what is important to you. So something that's very precious to you, something that you really value, you'll know. So whatever's on your heart and at the forefront and on your mind at the moment, and kind of leading into the near future. If it's a relationship, for example, or a career or a goal of some sort that you have been working towards for a long time, there has been growth, there has been success that you've already had in this area, and it's about protecting that essentially. I'm drawn to this sort of like caterpillar necklace as well. The caterpillar and the butterfly, so some kind of transformation is going on here, and I think you're aware of that. You're very aware of what's been on your mind, and your most prominent goal will be very transformational. You're wanting this transformation, you're desiring it. You've put lots of effort into it, and you've had to be careful, be mindful of who you share this with. If it was a dream, you know, a long-held dream that you have, I don't want people to put their negative energy onto you about that and maybe try to dim your light or put out your fire. Please be aware of that if you aren't already. You're absolutely correct that there is so much potential and transformational qualities that can come from this goal that you have in mind. So keep on with it, stay strong, protect it from people who maybe aren't trustworthy. Don't expose it to people that maybe won't receive it in the best way. And you're absolutely dead on in the sense of this transformational qualities that can come out of this situation and this goal. So that's an exciting energy to start off with, actually, that you have this precious sort of gift and goal that could potentially really open your life up, open other opportunities to you. The next card that we have, so this is focusing on specifically your love life, group number 2. Interestingly, we have, so protective nest, similar kind of energy, what we said about self-preservation and protecting yourself then. So this could be, for some of you, this is a relationship maybe that you want, maybe that is, or maybe that you're in already. It could be at the new stages, or it could be that you've been through a challenging time with an existing partner, so just apply it to your situation. But protective nest is very much that same energy. Look at this really large egg here that this woman here is holding sort of within her dress, and it's hidden and it's protected, and she wears the eggs as well, a nest. Eggs always represent potential, and eggs are very precious, because of course that is the very beginning of growth and of the transformation that we talked about. If these eggs can make it, you know, to fruition and hatch into birds that can then fly. So it's that kind of energy again, that there's something in its egg stage, new stage, that this, look how strong this woman is standing. She's bold, she is hiding what needs protecting, she's been very careful with these eggs. So it's something that has a fragility to it, group number 2, and that you are absolutely right to do everything that you can to protect this. This is what's coming through in the future, so this could be something completely new that will come in that maybe you're not even aware of at the moment. Some of you may already know exactly what I'm talking about when I say about this new energy, it could be a new project, a new relationship. You know, this is love life, but it could be, if that isn't in your aura at the moment, take this in the placement of just something that you love, that is your heart is invested in. Next placement we have career, money. My home is my castle. quite a grand card this is, you know, the riches of a castle, which immediately kind of hits me with a certain kind of abundance. This woman holds a turret from the castle in her hand. So all this energy speaks to me. It talks about stability as well, stability, abundance. This woman is looking out to the future. I feel like from a stable position, that she is making plans. This is what you've built. This is something that you've created, group number 3. So if it's effort and hard work that you've put actually into your home, it's like it coming to fruition of sorts. My home is my castle. Or it could be a career, you know, again, that you've put lots of effort and ambitions and plans into. And this is, you've built all this, which is really impressive. And it's put you in a good position. You hold this castle almost in your hand. I feel like this abundance, this money, this growth, this stability. And from here, that you're able to look to the future and plan for what's next. But you've got all this behind you, all this security, all this abundance. So if you aren't feeling that, then this is the energies. I feel like Spirit is telling you that this is what's coming into your life. So more financial stability, maybe hard work paying off if it hasn't already. But Spirit is acknowledging the hard work that you have put in, and that you should acknowledge that too. It's not wasted. You have built something of value. You have created something of value that will have your back in the future. And it's okay to look ahead to the future and begin to plan and look basically what next, you know, what's the next challenge. This, with it being interesting, with it being just in the palm of the hand there as well, this feels like money coming in, abundance coming in, because she's actually holding these sort of riches and stability of this, an extension of this castle energy in her hand. So that it has a very good feeling and a good energy, this card. This woman's face is illuminated. There's light energy, there's stability here. This is a very positive card to find in career, and well, in any position, but for career, money, I'd say it's financial growth. The next card, so this is in the placement for health. Now this can be physical health, it can be about self-image, it can be about mental health, or all of the above. So just apply to what resonates for you. And this is the art of seduction. Really interesting card to find in this placement. And it's about, you know, we see 2 lovers here. And it's just a very vibrant card. It's about what I'm hearing the message. It's about making connections as well in your health. But there's a certain pleasure, there's a certain joy that maybe will come back into your life. Maybe it's after a period of ill health. There's some of you that it's like the energies around this are going to soften. Maybe someone as well is going to be part of this journey for you, group number 2, in the sense of it could be, for some of you, it's mental health, like uplifting your mood. We see this man here who is being kind of adored really by this woman here. So it could be even in a health way, in a physical health way as well. It could be that someone begins to impact your life in the near future, and it just has an overall effect on your well-being. I am going to pull one more card for a bit more information. But what I hear is connection, ease, some joy coming back into the situation. Things maybe begin to feel less difficult, less hard. We have Eva here. which again has that kind of, this was the art of seduction. She looks seductive in some ways. So I feel like that you will physically be feeling better, essentially, and feeling better about, if it's a self-image thing as well. For a lot of you, this could be at the forefront, so it could be feeling more confident and better about yourself. Like this woman is aware of how beautiful she is and feels empowered by that, and it is seductive because of that. And that's what's going on as well between these two people. I feel like there's that, obviously, that kind of beautiful, seductive energy. So overall, I would say the message is that feeling better about yourself, maybe feeling more like yourself as well, if you've been through a period of feeling quite lost. If your confidence has been knocked, and it's like getting that back, getting that sass back, getting that energy, your spark back is what I'm seeing, because this person certainly has their spark, and this will make you attractive to others by default because you are feeling better about yourself. So yeah, that is a really, again, very positive energy coming through there. Then the final card, we have the Elixir of Life, and this is in the placement of your home life. And this card immediately says to me, brings very peaceful energy. The elixir of life. Look at this woman here who, there's like a soft breeze that is blowing through her hair. And she has a rose. She is stopping to smell the roses. That's immediately what I heard when I saw this card. So if that's about focusing on bringing peace to your home life, it could be about putting that effort in and creating a nice space for yourself, carving that out, like making your space actually as beautiful as it can be so that it's peaceful, and this will affect your mood and bring more positivity and calm because you'll actually have some kind of safe haven for you. If you're feeling overwhelmed in your home life, maybe if you have a big family or it's quite stressful for some reason, then this feels like about carving out is there some space in your home that you can focus on making it yours, or making it a place of somewhere that you can go, to meditate or just to read quietly. It's that kind of vibes of peaceful and also taking your time as much as possible. So not to put pressure on yourself to, maybe you have plans for your home life, or sometimes you feel very overwhelmed with to-do lists, etc. And this is about, it's okay to stop and smell the roses and be kind to yourself on that front. But there's this woman here who is very intentionally stopping, taking some quiet time, smelling these beautiful flowers, but whatever that looks like to you, she's closing her eyes, she's going within, and she's just taking a moment to enjoy the journey. So maybe there's a lot of big energies, maybe you are very busy, maybe that it's like, like all of us, life is incredibly busy, and it's never the right time to really stop. That's what it feels like. It's never the right, there's an endless to-do list for us all. But really we do just have to make and create these times for our own sanity, for our own joy in life, and enjoy the journey and create that time for ourselves of introspection, of peace and of quiet, like I say, meditating, reading, not being on devices, not being on our phones, not watching TV show. It's quieter than that, it's stiller than that, and I feel like this will really help you. So group number 2, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments down below. It's always great to get feedback about your situation or how this reading resonated, and please subscribe if you would like to be see all future tarot readings as well. But thank you for being here, and love and light on your journey. Hey group number 3, and welcome to your reading, your looking to the future reading. Let's start off with the first card that drew you to this specific spread, which is No Rain Today, and this speaks about your overall energies coming in the near future. Really beautiful, positive card to kick off this reading with. No Rain Today tells me that you're entering a time of peace. This really reminds me in the traditional deck of the Star, which is about wishes coming true, wishing on a star. I know we see this woman here who's sort of part of this cloud, which it just brings this magical, esoteric energy. It's like a lighter energy as well if you have been going through challenging times, or there has been a lot of turbulence, almost like it's like the thunder and the rain, and it's been relentless. It actually has been relentless, the rain, literally. But in your circumstances and in your life, if you felt like it's just been wave after wave of kind of challenges, this to me is like the sun. Look at this sun bursting out from this cloud. There is a connection here as well. So this tells me about this speaks about someone particular who's in your life, who's of importance. So this could be a relationship, a romantic union, or it could be someone who you've either been going through these difficult times with them and they've been a support, and this is a time that you can have some more peace and have some more happiness, or it could be that the difficulties are actually between you and this person, and again this is entering a more peaceful time. The sun comes out, it brings its warmth, it brings its healing qualities to this union, to this connection. Just really beautiful energy to start, a very hopeful, beautiful energy to start off this reading with. So no rain today, so you're entering a happier, more tranquil, warmer, sunnier, brighter period, group number 3. The next card we have, this is in the placement of your love life, weaving flowers. Another beautiful card. This is we see this woman here who is quite focused on weaving these flowers. Look at all these strands here. So this could be, for some of you, if you have a specific person on your mind who you're already in a connection with, or you would like a connection with. There seems for a lot of you there's some history here, because there's all these strands that are connected. It's like there's a web of some sort. So there has been lots of connections made between you and this person, I feel like. And you are focusing your energy really on, in this love life, on weaving this all together and working on something essentially. That's what I see that you're doing in the near future. You are focusing your energy on working on this union, working on this connection. So if you are single looking for this as well, then it's about focusing your energies on what does that look like. You know, what does working on having a relationship, if that's what you want for some of you, is it about saying yes to invitations? Is it about, you know, online dating, going on dates and keep putting yourself out there, for example? Or for some of you, it can be about working on connections. But for everyone, actually, it's about working on connections with people. Be that you have this specific connection with a specific person already, or if it's about finding the right connection with the right person. And I see you kind of studiously working on this, putting that effort, being consistent, and you are building something beautiful. It's like this almost like flower cloak or a flower, you know, quilt that she's making. So all that effort that you are putting in and that focus, it's gentle, and it has a gentle energy as well, because it is a delicate task weaving flowers. But you are creating something beautiful. So if that's a connection, like I said, that you feel with someone, by putting in that effort, by putting in that focus, by treading carefully, by treating this situation with care, you will see and receive beautiful results. Group number 3. The next card, this is in the placement of career and money. We have liberty, which is exciting. Something is being, we see this bird that is being set free from a cage. So this tells me expansion is happening in this area. Career, money, there's some kind of breakthrough. Something's been locked up for some time. So maybe if it's a step that you were waiting to progress in your career, or if that's next, like money coming through, money owed, things like that. This bird is finally being released. It's interesting here, just this woman, I'm drawn to, like, you know, she has this long hair that is pulled back, and from it is strands of, there's clouds and the moon and the stars, and it's nighttime as well. So it's about trusting that whenever I see the night and the moon, this always symbolizes to me that it's about not this potentially being like you haven't got all the information. Maybe someone is hiding information from you. Maybe the path doesn't seem clear ahead, and it's like that you've been in the dark, you've been kept in the dark, I'm hearing. But this feels like she's holding this star in her hand, and this bird is drawn to that star. It's almost like that star is what's brought this bird out, which tells me that it's your intuition that will guide you through this, and that she has her eyes closed, so she's looking within. So don't look for answers outside, the answers that you seek for solutions, for answers to problems that you're having in your career or money, or next steps in career and money. And it's like you feel like maybe at a loss at times, or you've been kept in the dark at times. It's your intuition that is going to set you free and bring you out into the light and bring you the answers that you seek. Group number 3. The next card, this is in the health placement, and this is a transformation. It's interesting, I think it was group number 1, they had a very similar card, in the sense that there was a large butterfly featured, which is the symbol of transformation. So you are going, and obviously this is actually called the transformation card, you are going through a transformation of sorts. So like I've said in the other readings, this whether it being a health placement, this could be for some of you who have been through ill health. You are in the midst of a transformation, but for others, if it can cover self-image. So if you've been working on bettering yourself, if that's like eating right, going to the gym, or the image of this sort of like quite beautiful dress that this woman is in here, that has this butterfly across her chest there. Or it can be about mental health as well, if you've been working on that. And you are in the midst of a transformation and going in the right direction. This woman looks confident, she feels good about herself, she is looking determinedly straight ahead at something that she wants, something that is catching her attention. It's like this is your goal. So whatever your goal is, if it's getting healthier, if it's overcoming illness, if it's improving mental health, you are in the midst and on the right track of going through some kind of transformation. So just keep on at this path. Whatever you've been doing is the right steps, is the right taking, the right actions. Group number 3. And I feel like it's almost like you're closer to the finish line than you think. That's just come through here. It's like this woman to me looks healthy, looks like she's got it together, looks like she feels good about herself and is confident and vital and vibrant. It's almost like if you could just feel that more as well, that would help you. Like you're a lot closer to this than you might think. You might feel a million miles away from this, but you're really not if you objectively can look from a different perspective. Spirit is saying you're very close to embodying this already. Then the final card, we have this beautiful flower spirit, and this is in the placement of your home life. And there's almost a sadness about this. There's sort of a disappointment, or this flower fairy, this flower spirit looks a little bit mournful, even I want to say. It's like our sensitive sides, our inner child maybe you feel alone in some ways, maybe in your home situation, or something hasn't worked out the way that you expected. There's just kind of how this flower is gently drooping here. There's just a disappointment and sadness. But what we do see is there's this beautiful sparkle and magic that falls from this drooping flower here. And it's almost like that this flower spirit doesn't see it because she's so overwhelmed maybe, and she's got her eyes closed because she's wounded in some ways. She's caught up in her feelings and the sadness and the disappointment of what's happened. It's a bit reminds me of like a 5 of Cups situation in the traditional deck, in the sense of like when you're really caught up in the disappointment and the sadness, you kind of miss that there's still 2 cups remain. Not all is lost, and that there actually is something that still remains that needs your attention, needs your focus, and a lot can grow from that. And that's what I see with this flower spirit card. Her eyes are closed, she's in the sadness, in her feels, and she's missing that there's actually this magic and fairy dust sort of pouring out of this flower, which has happened because it's tipped over. So it's almost like out of this negative situation comes something magical and beautiful and plants the seed for something else. So it's that energy, as one door closes, another door opens. Now this could be a very specific message for just with it being home life. So it could be family, it could be whoever you live with, if that's a close connection that you felt like that. But just take where it resonates of what your part of life as well. If this rings true to you about an area that you felt disappointed and some sadness with, or if you felt disappointment and sadness in a person as well, and you've just been wounded in some ways, is what I'm feeling. And it's just very reassuring to see and to feel that there is magic in this situation. There is this beauty that will come out of this. And when you can open your eyes, you'll see that, and that will be your next step and your next focus. That's what you'll need to look at. Where does that lead you? Where does this flower magic lead you here that has been created from this disappointment? I hope that resonated, group number 3. That was your reading. Please give me a thumbs up if it did. Leave any comments in the section down below. It's always great to hear about your situation or how this reading resonated, and subscribe for all future readings. But wishing you all the best with your future. Love and light.